Happy 4th of July! Okay, well, it's not here yet, but it's tomorrow. So, I'm going to show you how to make some sugar cookies, some star sugar cookies with red, white, and blue theme. So, they're pretty simple. All you need is sugar cookie mix, any brand, doesn't matter. Also, make sure you have a cookie cutter in the shape of a star. And of course, the other things on the back, you need butter and 1 egg and food coloring, red food coloring and blue food coloring. I like to use the gels. These are Wilton brands food coloring gels, but you can use the food coloring liquid. It doesn't matter, whatever you have, you know. If you don't want to go out and buy anything extra, then use whatever you have. As long as you have food colorings, use whatever kind of food coloring you have. So, all right, guys, it is in. 4th of July is tomorrow. So, let's get started on these cookies, okay? All right, see you soon. Grab the ingredients and let's go. Bye. Okay, first off, we are going to start with the sugar cookie mix. Just throw that right in the bowl. I apologize, guys, if you hear a television in the background. It's just my little one watching TV. We're going to use 1 stick of butter or half a cup of butter. So this is half a cup of butter. And let's add the 1 egg. Okay, I'm just going to get my hands in there. My hands are clean, and I'm just going to try to mix everything in together. Now, earlier, I did not mention the flour, but since we are doing cut-out cookies, make sure you add about 1 tablespoon of flour into this cookie mix. So, of course, the butter, the egg, and 1 tablespoon of flour. Okay, guys? And then just mix everything together. Okay, so we have that 1 bowl of cookie dough. I split it in half and put this other half in this bowl. So now we have 2 bowls of cookie dough. 1 bowl for each color. We're going to use red. Make sure you have toothpicks handy also. And with the food coloring, I wanted to just show you what the gel food coloring looks like. It's in a little container like this with a top. And okay, just put the toothpick inside the red food coloring. Wow, I'm gonna have to buy some food coloring. I really love coloring all of my meals, like different baked goods and stuff like that for the family, just for fun. So wow, I didn't notice that I really need some food coloring. Okay, so anyway, put the toothpick in there. Use about that much of food coloring. See if that can focus. That much of food coloring into, let's try in this bowl. This is going to be the red bowl. Oh, got it on my hand a little bit. That's all right. Okay, next color is the blue. The blue food coloring. Now, I am going to grab another new toothpick. Get in there with the food coloring. Get about the same amount that I did for the red and put that right in the dough there. So now let's just mix it all in with our hands here. Now guys, I'm going to do the red first, so let me set this aside. Okay, whatever color you do first, make sure you wash your hands really good, because if you start mixing with the second color, you might get that first color into your dough. If it's still on your hands and you don't wash them really good and it's still on your hands, you're gonna get it in the other dough, and it might change the color a little bit, which you might not be happy about. Okay, so here's the red dough. Set that aside. I already washed my hands, so we're gonna start with the blue now. Just mix that together. So here's the blue. While you're making your cookie mix, I know it's tempting, but try not to eat the raw cookie mix. Not good for you. Okay, so now I have a cutting board that I'm going to use. Placing the cookies on here, rolling them out and everything, and cutting, doing the cutout process. Let's get some flour and just put it right on the board, just so the dough doesn't stick to the board. Also, you might want to get some flour on your hands. On your hands! So the dough doesn't stick so much to your hands. Okay, have your stall handy. I don't know why I have an accent right now. But I don't know. I'm just in the mood to have an accent right now. Have your stall handy. And put some flour, or dip it in the flour, you know, whatever. Make sure you have some flour on it. Okay, let's start with the red. Let's do it to it. Start with the red here. Get a little bit of flour on that so it will not stick to everything so much. Now, you can use your hands or you can use like a little roller to roll out the cookie dough. I'm just going to use my hands because this is really, really soft. So, just going to use my hands and flatten it. Uh-oh, there goes my southern accent again. I did live in North Carolina for about 4 years when I was younger. So, it's funny because when I do go to North Carolina to visit my family, sometimes my accent comes out when I'm there for a couple of days. It just starts to come out all of a sudden. Anyway, at this time, guys, make sure you have your stove preheated to 375. Okay. Oh, that was not bad. I think I want to make it a little thicker, so I'm not gonna flatten it as much. Make this star cookie a little thicker. Okay, and just put the cutout right on top of the cookie dough, like that. Push the extra cookie dough aside, and there you go. You got a cookie that's shaped like a star. Ain't that purty? I've cut out more than just 6, but I'm going to cook 6 at a time because I don't want them to get too close to each other while cooking. But here's the red one so far. Make sure with your pan you put wax paper on there and then put the cookies on there, okay? So I'm going to throw them in the oven. And we're going to start with the blue stars. Okay, now it's time to start with the blue. You know what? I realized, or you know what? I decided I'm just going to use the roller. So just roll out this dough. Make sure you coat your roller in flour so it doesn't stick to the dough. Okay, and just roll it out. Roll it out. And then get the star-shaped cookie cutter and just start that all over again, just like the other ones. Okay? And there you have it. Whoop. A blue star. Alright, so here's the cookies so far, out straight out of the oven. They cooled a little bit. Just want to show you up close. Blue star. Red star. Okay, so now it's time to frost them. Gonna use cupcake icing. See here? In a can. Alright, now let's grab a cookie. Red cookie. Start with that. Frost it. on the back side of the cookie with the white frosting. Okay. Grab a blue cookie, nice blue cookie, and place that right on top. Now, time to grab some sprinkles. I want to use the ones with the stars. See the stars? Gonna use those and sprinkle the sides of the cookie where the frosting is kind of coming out. And there you have it. Red, white,